For me as a musician and for the rest of the band, sort of being put in that situation where we're expected to sort of speak for our culture often just feels very racist.
Pretty good singers. I like what they do. They're Arabic and like they mix their own style into indie music, which is really chill. I think they're pretty good. It's fun to listen to.
I'm not gonna lie to you, this stuff is a little spiked, but that's not the point, right? This next song is a song that that we wrote the first time I fell in love. Anyway, there's someone super special in the audience tonight, and this one's for you, all right? I think the US politics in the Middle East have been actually very pro-radical Islam when you think about it. They support, governments like Saudi Arabia who do, things that are just as horrible as ISIS, statistically, historically, for longer periods of time, ongoing, still happening. The US won't mention it, right? This whole idea of like there being some sort of civilization clash, it's not really there. And the immigrant situation has very little to do with that as well, right? I mean, Canada in particular at this point, reforming the immigration laws is actually very beneficial to the country. This is a country that's been taking in people for a long time because it's underpopulated, and historically taking in lumps of communities like a big sort of Syrian demographic has proven to actually benefit the host country. It boosts the economy, it does all sorts of stuff. You get more manual labor, you get more labor in general. For me as a musician and for the rest of the band, sort of being put in that situation where we're expected to sort of speak for our culture often just feels very racist. I don't think people very often go up to American artists or Canadian artists or French artists and ask them how they speak for their people, which is the butt of this, right? Is that there's been a very long, ongoing, still going, tradition of people just trying to create this image of the Arab, like we should speak for an entire sort of ethnicity, which is absurd, right? I mean, when you substitute Arab for anything else, it becomes very evident how absurd that is. If you say white, if you say black, if you say Asian, it's absurd. But then it's almost excused when it becomes, an Arab. It's like, oh, okay, who are you with regards to your culture? How do you represent your culture? What are you telling us? Which is ridiculous, right? I mean, the band, like any other band, speaks for itself about the things that we're interested in, about the things that we're thinking about, but it's not about anything past that, and it shouldn't be about anything past that. So I mean, when the media tries to situate us as some weird kind of cultural bridge between the US and the Islamic world, one, I mean, it's completely absurd. Sure, I'm a Muslim American citizen amongst many. You know what I mean? Like, it's not, yeah.
Yeah, I've been a big fan, so I was super happy, and I love them. Like, it's very good music, political, very current. I love them.